Australia's military declared war on 20,000 emus with machine guns and soldiers, and the emus won. The most absurd war in history where birds defeated an army. If you didn't know about the war humans lost to birds, send this to someone who needs to learn. Now, let's discover history's most embarrassing military defeat. In 1932, after World War I, Australian farmers were struggling. Around 20,000 emus, large flightless birds, migrated inland and were destroying wheat crops across Western Australia. Desperate farmers asked the government for help. The government's solution? Send in the military with machine guns to exterminate the emus. They called it the Emu War. On November 2, 1932, soldiers arrived with 2 Lewis machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. Military personnel under Major G.P.W. Meredith were assigned to kill the emus. The mission was a disaster from the start. Emus proved to be incredibly difficult targets. They could run at speeds up to 50 km/h and scattered in all directions when attacked. The emus' tactics were surprisingly effective. They split into small groups, making machine gun fire ineffective. Their thick feathers absorbed bullets. Many wounded emus simply ran away. In the first encounter, soldiers ambushed about 50 emus. They managed to kill only a dozen before the guns jammed. The emus scattered and regrouped beyond range. Military reports described the emus as having guerrilla tactics. One ornithologist observed, "If we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world." After 1 week, only about 50 emus had been killed despite thousands of rounds fired. The military estimated they needed about 10 bullets per emu killed, an embarrassing waste. The media mocked the military mercilessly. Newspapers ran headlines like "Emus win after desperate battle" and depicted the birds as military geniuses outsmarting soldiers. After just 1 month, the military withdrew in defeat. Major Meredith reported, "The emus have won. They are too fast, too clever, and too numerous." The final casualty count, approximately 986 emus killed versus 9,860 rounds of ammunition used. That's 10 bullets per bird, a military disaster. The emus continued destroying crops. Farmers eventually resorted to bounty systems, paying civilians to hunt emus, which proved more effective than the army. The Great Emu War remains one of history's most ridiculous military operations. The only war where the enemy was birds, and the birds won. That's your knowledge bomb. Smash that like. Subscribe to 3Min Knowledge.